Hi everybody, this is Dee Reinhardt. Thank you for joining us today for our Illinois WorkNet presentation, Qualifying for the Job You Want. We're going to jump through a quick little PowerPoint presentation and then go live with a demonstration. One of the things that you need to understand about using training and qualifying for jobs, there are some things that you may just need to touch up on, other things that you really need to buff up. A couple of the things that you can learn on your own are from the job skills guide that we're going to show you, and some things from the digital literacy, understanding about computers and technology. The other thing that you may need to really buff up on is job skills training, and we covered those topics under our training and credentials webinar. When you're working with clients, you may need to help them understand, is this something that they can do on their own, or is it something that they may need to get some training assistance with? You'll be able to understand your client's perspective better by having worked with that person, knowing whether or not they would be able to do something on their own or if they would need some assistance. Under the job skills guide, it talks about academic skills, those things that you learn in school, reading, writing, and math. Those might be something that if they need some help with those, they might need to go to the adult basic education training, do some self-help through the foundation program. Technical skills are the things that people need to be able to do their job. Those are probably going to be WIOA certified training programs that they may need to participate in. And last but not least are the workplace skills that someone needs to have to be on the job but may not necessarily be able to get those in a classroom setting. So we have an entire list of those items, what those components contain and pertain to, as well as some questions where they can read some scenarios and take a look at what may or may not be applicable. With digital literacy, we have some things that include basic computer knowledge, then a little bit more intermediate level where they use specific software or applications, and then the technical professional who actually maintains or monitors systems. In our training, our online training, we have information that talks about security and privacy, computer or mobile device information, those software and applications, as well as online and networking and cloud technologies. As you're working with your client, you may want to take them through each section, give them a goal that they can achieve, and then come back to you with results that they've obtained. Under Prepare Your Resume, this is part of our newest set of tools. This is available on Illinois WorkNet, and it is the Illinois WorkNet Resume Builder tool powered by Optimal Resume. We have information to help people select a format that you can guide them through based on their level or lack of experience. You can help them with the keywords and the action words that they may want to use, and make sure that they're including those industry terms in their resumes. As part of the tool, they can share their resume and their examples with you, and you can review them with them. Last but not least, there are a set of tools and materials that they can go over that includes overviews of each of the different formats and samples that they can review. Partner tools include a self-guided approach with the Employment 101, or you can take your customers through these steps, and on the partner tools it explains what each of those steps relates to. So we'll show you those when we do our demonstration. So let's go right to the demonstration. Now I'm going to hide this screen, and you should all now be able to see my screen. I am on the website, And under qualifying for jobs, it's the third menu item in. We're going to go straight to the job skill guide. In this section, it shows some video. It gives a definition of what academic skills are. You can see the list of the academic skills and 9 workplace or soft skills. If you click on the item for one of them, all of these are formatted in the same fashion. So if you click on the academic skills, it gives you a definition of what those items include, plus a link to a variety of videos that people can watch. So maybe they just need to understand how to divide fractions. I know I haven't used that in a very long time. Or maybe they need to understand speed translation. So there's all sorts of videos here that they can take a look at, and it may just give them that update that they needed to help them understand a little bit more. We have some examples of what people might need to know within the different categories, as well as a PDF document that they can take a look at that shows the different scenarios that they may need to encounter, and then they can put in an answer. What you can do is give them this self-test, have them bring you the results, or they can just scroll down and have the answers on their own so that they know whether or not they got the answer right. This is something that you may want to print up the test questions and then have them come to you to discuss the answers. Moving back, we go back to the job skill guide, and we can take a look at the technical skills. So if we want to find out what industry-wide technical skills are, we would go into that page, take a look at what the different items are, review the videos that are associated, and then take a look at exploring the industries. That would get us some information that we also found in the first section of exploring careers. Then, if we go back to our skills guide, we can take a look at soft skills. And as we all know, these are the skills that we want our customers to have so that they can get hired by a new employer. So if we take a look at positive attitude, we would guide them to this area, have them listen to the videos and or read the information, take a look at what the examples are for each of these items, take a look at the scenarios in the PDF for either the non-supervisor or the management level. In each of the areas, there are related resources that the users can access, and if they need to find something else in addition, they can just go to the View More. Select that, and it takes them to our responsive resource bank. That's it for our job skills guide. Moving on to the next section is the digital literacy guide. This gives us a definition of what digital literacy means. It gives us a definition of what the 3 different levels might be. And then we have links to resources. This community-based organizations takes us to the service finder on Illinois WorkNet so that we can help our clients find the resources that they might need to upgrade their skills or find training that they might need that isn't WIOA funded. When we go back to the digital literacy guide, we also have a link to the technical training programs on the website, which is under the training and credentials menu. And then we have our 5 categories that will help somebody upgrade their skills. If I click on the software and apps, this might be an area where a lot of people need updates. Maybe they haven't worked with the latest and greatest Microsoft Office products, so they can watch these items and see what the updates are or how to format things. So all of these little helps right here that somebody might need to use, I might even want to use them, or you as a workforce partner might want to use them as well. It also tells you what a basic user is able to do. To be an intermediate user, you need to have all of the basic user skills and these items below. And as a technical professional, you would want to have all of these plus one or more of these. Again, we have the related skills. GCF Learn Free is a great tool to send people to if they need to upgrade their software skills. Back up at the top, we can go to our literacy guide and check the next section if we need to do that, about networking and cloud technology, security and privacy, computer or mobile devices, or just using online tools in general. Our last item that we're featuring today is prepare your resume. Many people need to understand what type of resume they need. We had a series of webinars on building a resume last summer. They are featured on our YouTube channel, as well as our interviewing tips. So you may want to direct your clients to our YouTube channel to help them watch some of these items. We know that a resume helps a person make a great first impression, so we have some tips here. They may need to select a type depending on their level of experience or their lack of experience. Which sections should they include in their resume? As well as what are you going to do with action words, keywords, and industry terms? Then you want to market your skills to the best of your ability, and we have some tips there. We also have a link to an overview of what a functional, chronological, or combination resume might be. It shows the advantages or disadvantages as well as explains each of the sections. So when we look at those, you can offer those to your clients as some help. And a sample resume is available so that people can see that. Now, on Illinois WorkNet, to access the Illinois Resume Builder tool, all you have to do is log on to your profile on Illinois WorkNet at the top of the page. So you can log in by logging into your user account. I do need to spell my name correctly. And then once you're logged in, you have access to your dashboard, this My Dashboard area here in the upper right-hand corner. When you're in My Dashboard, you have access to all of the programs to which you have been given or taken access to, including Employment 101, career interest surveys, and any partner-type programs that you may be accessing. Right in the middle is the Resume Builder, so you can access the Illinois Resume Builder tool, access to resumes, letters, portfolios that you can build, taking assessments, doing practice interviews, creating video resumes, and or creating a mini website. There is a 1-hour-long video on how to do all of the Resume Builder functions, as well as different handouts on the section of the menu to help you with a quick start guide that you can share with your participants and tips to the resume builder tools. Let's go to the partner resources right here at the bottom of the screen in the middle. And under the Workforce Partner Resources, you have access to all of these different areas. One of the areas that I would like to show you is helping individuals, and it would be part of the job search plan. Here it talks about soft skills right off the bat and what a job seeker might need to do so that you can follow this process as you're helping your your customers go through the job search process. You can suggest to them that they may want to start with the Employment 101 just to start out and work on it on their own. By accessing the dashboard, they are taken step by step through Employment 101, and we do have a webinar just on Employment 101. We have handouts that you can give to all of your participants. You can also access them from the download and print section. Or if you want to use you actually guide your participants through the process, you can follow these steps. You can also, following the steps below. If you want to find anything in the download and print section, all you have to do is click on download and print, do a search in the box here, and we will do resume builder, search, and then the results show below, and you can print it from there. Otherwise, you can go back to helping individuals with the job search plan and find it there. So that's it for our demonstration of the Qualify for Jobs section. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you picked up a couple of tips. Look for more webinars and more training sessions on the various parts of the new Illinois WorkNet website.